What is going on, everyone? We're back again with another video. In today's video, I actually want to go over something about the trade deadline. We are currently about 11 to 10 days of the deadline actually being out, because the deadline is August 2nd. And we know last year a lot of moves were made. Last year, obviously, this is big because it happened twice. It happened last year with the Atlanta Braves, and they were like about even. They were about where the White Sox are, kind of where the Orioles are at, where Boston's kind of at. And they won the World Series last year. And it's happening to Washington too in 2018, where they were also sitting 500, made a lot of moves at the deadline, and they went on to win the World Series that year. So will it happen again? I'm not too sure, but I kind of want to give you guys my thoughts on who's going to buy, who's going to sell this year, and kind of what's going to happen, because I think it's going to be crazy this year. I'm expecting it to be crazy, especially with teams falling off and teams, going crazy. So I'm going to do it in like three tiers, kind of. I'm going to have my sellers, my in the middles, and then probably my buyers in that category. And obviously not every team is going to fit this category. There's probably some teams that won't do anything at the deadline. Like, for example, I don't think some of these top teams might not make moves, but I'll get to that when I do. So I'm going to go over the bottom tier, the sellers, obviously. So, and some of these teams probably won't make moves. It's just where they fall in the standings, right? So let's see, we got the standings up right now, and we're looking at the whole league across, all the wins, losses, all that stuff. So I would say probably the bottom 11 teams, 12 teams right now are probably looking to sell. Now these teams are Washington, Oakland, Cincinnati, the Chicago Cubs, Kansas City, Detroit, Pittsburgh, the Angels, Arizona, Texas, Colorado, and maybe Miami you could throw in this tier. All these teams on your screen right now, maybe Miami in that category, but all these teams have really no shot at making the playoffs. They're all looking probably for that next draft pick, honestly, at this point. So I don't really know what's going to happen. Obviously the Reds could really be a big seller. They have a lot of good guys. Like, their catcher is really good. I think his name's Stevenson, if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He's hitting like 320 with almost a 900 OPS. They could trade. India they could trade too. Former Rookie of the Year last year, Kyle Farmer, who made the All-Star game, they could also trade. So Cincinnati has a lot of tools they could use to trade. Luis Castillo as well, forgot about him. The Yankees were trying to get him. They have a lot of tools they could trade there to try to make a good run at this deadline, and try to trade some of their pieces off for even more prospects, which I wouldn't be surprised if they sold this year. Obviously, I'm not sure if Oakland has anyone left, to be honest, on that roster. I haven't been paying attention to Oakland baseball too much. I'm pretty sure they're more focused on their stadium right now. Obviously, the Nationals, Soto, that's a big topic right now. Soto will probably be the biggest move in the deadline if it actually does go down. But if they trade Soto, they're going to have a stacked minor league roster with the Max Scherzer and Trey Turner trades last year. They might be crazy. The Cubs, obviously, they could trade Ian Happ. They could trade Contreras. There are two guys that made the All-Star game. We'll wait to see on that. Being a Cubs fan, hopefully that doesn't happen. The Kansas City Royals, we got Andrew Benintendi on that roster. They already traded Carlos Santana, so they could be looking to make some moves. Detroit, I really don't think will do anything just because they're trying to build on what they have. I think they thought they were going to be a lot better this year than they are right now, so I don't think Detroit will do anything. Pittsburgh might do something, but I really don't see them doing it because I think they're truly trying to build for the future with some of their prospects coming on up. The Angels, I don't know what the Angels are even doing. Well, we'll find out. I don't think they're going to sell. I think they're going to continue to buy and continue to lose, as we keep seeing. Arizona could also be a big seller. They were doing good at the start of the year in April, and then they kind of fell off towards May and June. So I don't know, but they're not even doing that bad in the league right now compared to some of these bottom teams. Texas probably won't. Colorado probably won't. And Miami, I don't think will. But I think those are pretty much non-playoff seller teams, like 100%. In my opinion. So I want to see what you guys think about some of the players on these teams that could possibly get traded, or if you think some of these teams are buyers. I don't know. We'll see. But going to this midsection, we're going to start with Miami, obviously. So I think this midsection could be Miami, Baltimore, the White Sox, Boston, Cleveland, San Francisco, and St. Louis. Probably the Phillies you could put in there too, maybe. But these are some of your playoff kind of middle of the road teams. Baltimore probably will not make the playoffs unless they buy. I think unless they buy, they might get a shot. Miami, I really don't think will do anything this year, just because their division's pretty good and they got a shot at the wild card. They got to jump San Fran and St. Louis, who've been going at it all year. So I don't think they're gonna buy right now. The White Sox, I mean, they could buy because they got a good shot of catching the Twins. They're only 4 games back or 6 games back or whatever of them, so they got a good shot at doing that as well. Boston, I don't know. They just lost 28 to 5, I think, today. So I don't know what they're doing. I would not be surprised if they sold, to be honest, or did not do anything. but I think they have to buy to win. Cleveland has to buy to win. And what I mean by win is get into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? All these are to get to the playoffs. Obviously, we have expanded playoffs this year with 2 more teams getting in. So I think more teams will be encouraged to win this year than ever before. So I think Cleveland will definitely need to buy. Boston, they will definitely need to buy to make the playoffs, no doubt about it. And then San Francisco and St. Louis, I can see them picking up a couple pieces, maybe like 1 or 2, because they are still good. So we'll see from that. The Phillies will definitely need to make a move at the deadline to even have a shot at making the postseason, in my opinion. And then Minnesota, I think they'll be pretty good. I don't think they're going to make any moves unless they buy like 1 player. But I think they're pretty good at locking that division if they can just keep winning and keep the White Sox away, keep winning their series against them, to be honest. So I think that's my midsection teams. I want to know your guys' thoughts on any of these teams and if they're going to sell or if they're going to buy, because it's pretty interesting. Like Boston, I really don't know what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore is going to chill probably, or buy. We'll see. But I think they're probably going to chill for now. I don't think they expected to be this good, to be honest, with the streak they had. You know, but judging from their draft picks, it does seem like they want to chill with the high school picks, you know, from the first round. So we'll see with that. Cleveland, I thought they were going to sell at the beginning of the year, but now they're starting to win, so I don't really know what that's going to happen. So that's kind of my mid-road teams. I want Philadelphia to be good, but I don't think it will ever happen. So now we kind of have our pretty much playoff teams, right? We got Minnesota, Milwaukee, Toronto, Seattle, Tampa Bay, San Diego, Atlanta, New York, Houston, LA, and New York again. So we'll see what happens. Like, once again, Milwaukee, like, it's a really close race between Milwaukee and St. Louis right now. So I think that might be the only team that's going to really buy. I think they might, you know, break the bank maybe on that one. Toronto, same thing. Like, it's so hard with these teams. Like Seattle's still on this 14 streak right now. So who knows if they're going to buy. I mean, they obviously bought Carlos Santana from Kansas City. So it looks like they're going to be buyers. I don't know if Tampa has any more money. Same with San Diego. I don't know if Tatis is ever coming back for them. I mean, Atlanta will definitely be buying. I think Atlanta's a hard one that could be buying. The Mets will definitely be buying with the whole Juan Soto thing. Same with the Yankees. The Dodgers usually buy, you know, around these times. But I don't. Once again, they have broken the bank so many times that I don't think they will. Same with Houston. Both of these teams have a pretty comfortable lead over their division opponents, unless Seattle keeps winning for Houston. But I don't think most of these teams will be like really buying, you know what I'm saying, like going hard. I think they'll pick up a couple 2 pieces, maybe add a pitcher, maybe add another hitter if they need to. But we'll see. I mean, if you look at the wild card right now, we'll go ahead and look at the wild card real quick. I mean, the Yankees and Houston will probably lock up number 1 and 2, so they won't have to be playing in the first round probably. The Twins will be playing, right now it's Toronto. They could be playing Cleveland, Boston. They could be playing any of these teams, Seattle, Tampa. Like this whole wild card is crazy in the AL right now. But between these 3 teams, Cleveland and Boston, it's probably locked up unless Chicago or Baltimore makes a move, you know what I'm saying? So we'll wait to see. And plus, once one deal goes, all the other deals start to go, because you're like, oh wait, if they're buying, I gotta buy, you know. So if Toronto picks up a player, Seattle or Tampa picks up a player, then Cleveland and Boston will have to make a move, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it all works if they can. If they go in the NL, it's pretty more straightforward. I mean, it's really just, you know, LA, the Mets, and Milwaukee with the division, or St. Louis could take the division. You know, they're both tied in that record kind of, but and then it's just St. Louis and San Fran getting a spot. It's actually interesting if, you know, St. Louis could technically take the division and also get out of a wild card. It's kind of interesting they're not in right now. But yeah, we have Atlanta, San Diego, and Philly in the wild card, and then San Fran and St. Louis. So 5-team race over here. And also they could still steal the division from the Mets or Milwaukee. So we'll see what happens in the NL. It's a lot more crazier, I think, in the AL than NL. It tends to be that all the time, just because those teams are really good compared to the NL, where everyone's be tanking. So we'll see what happens. Kind of want your guys' thoughts on some of the buyers, the sellers this year. Who knows what's going to happen? I hope we have like another crazy, you know, trade deadline like we had last year. That was one of the best trade deadlines ever. We'll see. You know, maybe the Rockies will make a move this year. Who knows? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts on who's going to sell, who's going to buy, who you guys got going where's Soto going. All your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed these kinds of videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Liking is the best way I know you'll be enjoying these types of videos. And yeah, go check out my Twitter, my TikTok, my Clips channel in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.